Where am I going to? What am I walking toward? Hi, I'm Patricia. Welcome to A Breath of Song, where we believe that planting songs in our bodies can help us navigate the extraordinary moment we live in. Today's song, Where Am I Going To, by myself, is the 187th song you can find at abreathofsong.com, each with the permission and blessing of the songwriter. Every fifth episode, there's an in-depth conversation with one of these huge-hearted people who, like you and me, finds solace, strength, and wisdom in song. Explore the library at abreathofsong.com and join our subscribers for a weekly email reminder and reflection that can light up your inbox with Patty Piotrowski's art. All the power of song starts with our body and breath, so let's check in with our muscles and bones, stretching, listening, exploring, finding what wants to be long, what wants to curl, how your body wants to move right now. That can create sort of a generous invitation and opening for breath to come pouring in and flooding out. Let it pour in again. Feel it widening your rib cage and flooding out. And pouring in again. Feel it opening your belly, widening your back, pouring out. And again, let it fall in, down into your pelvis, and flood out. Beautiful, beautiful. And maybe shaking a little bit. And as you shake, let your voice just kind of pour out and hear how the shake affects it. Yeah, it's kind of fun, right? Just letting the way your body jiggle your voice. That's how you know your voice is loose and relaxed. And if you can flubber your lips like a horse breath, go ahead and try it. And one more, nice wide-ranging. Say back to me. Meow, meow, meow. Yo, yo, yo. You. A. Zing. Zoo. Yeah. So, dung 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 dung. This is a walking song, a pretty quickly paced one, moving along. It's got 3 layers that you can sing consecutively to make a round, especially repeating the first layer twice. That's how I like to do it. Or you can do it one at a time to make a layer song. Where am I going to? What am I walking toward? Where am I going to? What am I walking toward? Where am I going to? What am I walking toward? Where am I going to? Where am I going to? What am I walking toward? What am I walking toward? I'm gonna breathe. I'm gonna breathe. I'm gonna breathe. What am I walking toward? I'm gonna breathe.
Where am I going to? What am I walking towards? I'm gonna breathe.
Got it?
I'm gonna breathe.
Check that your jaw feels loose. Yeah.
I'm gonna breathe.
Where am I going to? What am I walking towards?
I'm gonna breathe.
Where am I going to? What am I walking towards? Into the flow, flow, flowing 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 into the flow. Into the flow, flow, flowing into the flow, flow, flowing. So if you were going to round it, sing them all consecutively. I'll do that next. Where am I going to? What am I walking toward? Where am I going to? What am I walking toward? I'm gonna breathe into the flow, flow, flowing. I'm gonna. Where am I going to? What am I walking toward?
I'm gonna.
Where am I going to? What am I walking toward? I'm gonna breathe into the flow, flow, flowing. Where am I going to? What am I walking toward?
I'm gonna.
Where am I going to? What am I walking toward?
I'm gonna.
Where am I going to? What am I walking toward? I'm gonna breathe into the flow.
Where am I going to?
Flow, flowing into the flow, flow, flowing.
Where am I going to?
Flow, flowing.
I'm gonna
flow, flow, flowing into the flow, flow, flowing. I'm so glad you're singing with me. We're going to take a pause here before we sing the song again because science shows that our brains remember better that way. And while we're paused, let me remind you that this song library is ad-free because real people contribute, maybe including you. So this is really the ad, right? I'm so grateful for the generous support we receive. If you'd like to help too, it's easy. You go to the gratitude jar page at abreathofsong.com. I caught this song while I was out walking fast more than a year ago, just kind of wondering where things were going. I'm still wondering. And I shared it with my flow singing group here in Burlington, and the reason I decided to add it to the A Breath of Song library was because one of the fabulous kids who sometimes comes to flow singing, Rosie, named it as one of her favorites. I've been thinking a lot about what are the skills for moving through hard times, skills that we want to share with our kids, skills that we want to share with each other. How do we do it? How do we move through hard times? And I think at least in part it's the same way as if it were easy times. We do it with breath. We do it with flow. We walk with the questions. We breathe. We let ourselves flow. So please feel free to sing Where Am I Going To with me here as often as you like. And if you're inspired to share it on with a group, I say please let the people you share it with know about A Breath of Song. Should we sing it again now? Help our brains and bodies retain it? So, let's see. Let's get the rhythm back. Where am I going to? What am I walking toward? Where am I going to? What am I walking toward? I'm gonna breathe into the flow, flowing into the flow. Where am I going to? What am I walking toward? Where am I going to? What am I walking toward? I'm gonna breathe. What am I walking toward? Into the flow, flowing. I'm gonna. Where am I going to? What am I walking toward? I'm gonna breathe. What am I walking toward? Into the flow, flowing. Where am I going to? What am I walking toward? Thank you for joining me today for A Breath of Song, and thank you for taking care of yourself and listening to your voice. I believe making a better world starts with tuning into ourselves and each other, which is what we just did, so yay us! Let a friend know about the show so they can join too, and next time we'll plant another song. Until then, be well.